What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, my cola gang. Yeah, I'm here with another story time, and this story time was requested by the bro, Water and Wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Well, this is the story time about how when my bro was living in the adversaries community, and unfortunately, his house got shot up. Well, anyway, here we go. When this is around the time, like I said, like when I came into my own, you understand, like I was on my shit, I was very active. My bro had moved into a community, cause a lot of y'all know, the hood shit with the whole blood shit or whatever and stuff that, I was on like heavy. He moved into a Crip neighborhood, right? Now, this bro is just one of these people that they just don't be giving a fuck about nothing. Now, when he moved there and they found out he was blood, it was like they was harassing him, not harassing him per se, like, talking shit to him and doing little funny stuff. No, they wanted him to get the fuck out. So, one day, they shot the front of his house up, right? Now, mind you, he's there with his wife, his 2 little daughters. You understand? Like, they just had no fucks to give. So, I would say about maybe like 4 or 5 days after the situation took place, my big bro, like, you understand? Like, he was like, listen, we going out there. So I'm like, cool, let's go. You understand? So we loaded up, you know what I'm saying? This is all the way out in Brooklyn or whatever. And we loaded up, we went out there. Well, not loaded up, you know what I'm saying? It was about like 3 of us. No, excuse me, like 4 of us or whatever. So when we got there, my bro didn't even have the windows changed or nothing. So I'm looking at these bullet holes. You understand? So I'm like, yo, this shit is for real, for real. So I'm looking at them, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, like, I wanted to sit on the floor, y'all. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I was a little bit scared. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, looking at the location of them fucking bullets, I'm like, we walking around in the living room. If they come shoot this shit up again, somebody is getting hit. Like, you understand? So what they were doing was, after that, was they would do little funny shit, like come and knock on the windows in the back of his house, because the windows was low enough in the back to just, you could just walk up and knock on the window. So that's like when they started doing kitty shit. They was throwing trash in his backyard, all type of just dumb shit. So we're all in the front of the house, all the lights is on or whatever. Somebody comes and knocks on the window in the back. Now the back is dark, because like I said, we all in the front of the house. So it was so crazy, the shit that they was doing as far as that knocking on the window and all that stuff. Like, the oldest daughter, she had to be like 6 or 7 or some shit, right? She just was immune to the shit, which was kind of weird to me, but she was immune to the shit where she comes in the front, she says they're knocking on the window again. So that kind of like made me a little bit angry. Like, you understand that a kid has to be so desensitized to something like that. You get what I'm saying? Because adults want to be the most. So now, I go to the back of the house to look out the window. Don't ask me why I did that, y'all. You understand? I was like, I need to see what the fuck is going on. So when I look out the window, there's nobody there. So I'm like, alright. So we go back to the front of the house. And we continue the conversation about what's going on. It's another knock at the window. So we all hurry up and run to the back, because we trying to run to catch the person. Because mind you, the back of his house had a big tall ass fence. You understand? And it was like a garage or something like that. Like next to, like in the back, like that was attached kind of to it. So literally from the front of the house to the back of the house is less than a minute to get there. The house wasn't that big. So we just all confused, because like, where the fuck is these people going? He doesn't have a gate or nothing at the side. It's all closed off. We go back to the front of the house. This shit happens again. So now I'm pissed off. You feel me? So I said, listen, fuck this shit. We gonna go sit in the back. So however, I don't even know how they knew. Like, I knew how they knew as far as, like, that we was in the front because the light was on. But, and this is so weird because y'all, like, this shit, it was just so much weird shit that was fucking happening that night. And because of the last story time with Todd and the whole abuse shit, like, that shit triggered something in me that when people touch me, that I just like, put my hands on them, and I just don't get it. It's a reflex. Like, you understand, you touch me and I slap you. You understand? Like, yo, but no, we sitting in one of the rooms in the back, and one of the bros, that's why, like, I don't play that shit. Like, if I call you bro and you call me sis, don't try no funny shit like trying to touch me in a way. Like, you understand? Like, that shit is weird as fuck, and I don't do that shit. So I'm sitting next to one of the bros. That nigga tried to rub on my leg or some shit like that. And like I said, Todd gave me a reflex. So I slapped the dude, and I'm like, listen, what the fuck is you doing? And he's like, oh, I like you. I said, listen, this ain't no time to be liking no fucking body. Don't fucking touch me. Don't touch me, motherfucker. So he's like, alright, you got it, you got it. I said, I know I got it. So now, fucking, we sitting there, nothing's happening. Nobody knocks on the window. So he said, fuck it. We sat there for like 15, 20 minutes. We went back to the front of the house. The knock came again on the fucking window. We go back there. Somebody is like, Jackie joined the courtesy out this bitch. Because I'm like, they can't hop the fence that fast. This is how tall the gate in the back was. It was a tall wooden gate. Fence. Like, you have to be some type of Olympic fucking athlete in order to fucking come knock on the window, hop over that gate, because you can't hop over the gate. Like, that shit was high as fuck, that fence or whatever. I keep calling it gate, but that fence. So I'm getting aggravated. I want to just like deal with this shit and go the fuck back home. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're just pissing me the fuck off. So because they kept doing that and we was nervous, we told the kids to go in the bathroom. Like, go in the bathroom, stay in the bathroom. Don't come out the bathroom until, you know, one of us come and get you out the bathroom. Do not fucking move. You get what I'm saying? Because that's like a safety precaution. Just in case they decide they wanted to shoot shit up again. You know, the kids is good. You feel me? Like, they're not gonna get hurt. There wasn't no windows in the bathroom. There wasn't nothing. So they would have been good. Now, I said, listen, I think they know, because either there's a shadow, however it is, they know when we in the front and the back. This is what we gonna do. We gonna turn all the lights out, and one of y'all niggas gonna stand by the window. Like, this is when I was on my shit, and I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about when I said somebody's gonna stand in the window, because I swear to God, somebody's gonna come and knock on the window, and it was gonna be on some goody mob shit, like, who's that peeking in my window? Pat. Nobody. Now, like, you understand? Like, I was just over the whole situation. So now, nobody comes and knocks again. Now, the big bro, unfortunately, like, this bro was just weird with it. Like, we ended up falling out a little bit like later or whatever, but that's another, like, fucking story time and whatnot. But this dude decides he wants to go, and I don't know why he had a machete or whatever and stuff like that, but he had brought a machete with him or whatever. So he goes, and this is why I say, like, I don't know what the fuck he brought a machete for. Motherfuckers is shooting at shit. Like, you understand? So I don't know what that machete was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, or was you gonna go slice and dice people? I don't know. But it wasn't for me to know. So now, he goes in the backyard that I'm talking about, and the nigga sits Indian style in the backyard. So I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And he's like, nah, I'm waiting for somebody to come and do it. I said, like, if obviously they know when we in the front of the house and when we not and all this other shit, you don't think that they notice you sitting Indian style? And I don't understand to this day why the hell he chose to sit Indian style. And it was a little bit muddy. That's another thing when I was like, that's another sign that something was funny besides that tall ass fence where there's no way they're jumping the fence. But there's also, there there are no footprints. Like the ground was moist. You get what I'm saying? Like it had rained earlier that day, where it's like there was no signs of them coming from the directions that I was assuming that they was coming from. Now, I said, listen, you need to get from back there, because fucking we trying to accomplish something, and it's not going to accomplish like, it's not going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with you sitting there like that. So can you please get the fuck up and bring your ass back in the house or whatever, because it's like, you just stupid. And then you sitting in mud basically, and they're going to go sit in my car. Like, this shit is not going to work out like that. So I think you need to come on with it. So now, nobody comes and knocks on the window again, right? Which is probably a good thing, all jokes aside, because like I said, what I had in mind or whatever and stuff, we probably all would have been in fucking jail. You understand? So, you know, things work out how they need to work out. But I was interested in that garage thing that I was talking about with y'all. So I'm like, listen, where is that a closed off garage? Because see, this is when I learned there are like garages like that literally can start at the beginning of the block, and you can walk through the garage and be at the end of the block. So that's when I kept telling bro, I said, yo, that garage got something to do with this, because there's in no possible way that they can be doing all of this. There's no footprints, there's no nothing going on. And every time, by the time we get back here, and literally, like I said, it was less than a minute to run from the front to the back of the house. And there's no sign of nobody. Like they're a ghost or something. Like they're disappearing that fast, whoever is doing this shit. So fucking the bro's like, yo, that the garage leads all the way to the end. I said, I'm telling you, bro, them motherfuckers is coming in through the end of that garage, and they're walking through all the way up to your house, because the garage started or ended, however you want to look at it, in his backyard. And then whatever house all the way down, I don't know how it was set up, but I'm telling him, I'm like, for them to disappear that fast, that garage has something to do with the shit. So, and this is the thing with my bros, like, I love them to death, but they be just thinking I'm a conspiracy theorist and all this other shit. Like, I just be coming with shit out my ass, like, you know. They always like, no, sis, that's not how it is. That's not, you. No, I don't think it's that. Like, no, then what the fuck do you think it is? These motherfuckers could fly or something? Like, because literally, that's the only way this shit could have been pulled off, if these motherfuckers could fly. Point blank, period. And we know people cannot fly. So, you understand? So, the night, you know, nothing bad happened that night. You understand? We ended up leaving and going out to hang out or whatever and stuff like that, right? So now, the next day or the day after, right, one of his peoples was up on the top floor of the house, just sitting there, just looking out the window, you know, just chilling, smoking a blunt, whatever the fuck it was that the person was doing. The person, see, that's why I said, I know, like, my sixth sense is crazy with it. Fucking, literally, he sees a motherfucker come out of the shit and go knock on the window. But when he went, you get what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say what happened, but you know what I'm saying, like, something happened. Nobody, and also, disclaimer, nobody was hurt in the making of this fucking story time. Nobody died, nobody did, none of that shit happened, because you know, YouTube is the police, you understand? So, like, you got to be careful with things that you fucking say on this fucking shit. You understand? Like, and then you'll be wrapped up in some stuff and be confused why the hell you're in some stuff. It's, yes, because YouTube is the fucking police. So, but anyway, he threw a boot at the dude, and the dude went running. You understand? Whatever. So, you know, things got taken care of, but things got taken care of on a physical level as far as people getting their ass whooped, and, you know, you can fill in the rest. But my brother ended up having to move. You get what I'm saying? Because it was like, the shit just kept going, and then being that he didn't have, like, immediate assistance there, like, he basically was the only blood person there, so it was like, it was going to take a minute for people to get to him if he got into some shit. And, you know, he had 2 young kids. So, you know, I'm proud of him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at it as a coward move, but he ended up moving. You understand? Moving to some place that was safer. You get what I'm saying? Because These people had no fucks to give. They knew he had children. They knew he had a wife. They knew all of this, but they still thought it was a good idea, to be shooting shit up. So, that's a quick story time. You understand? That's the thing, because my story times don't be that long. You understand? Like, as far as, like, street shit, you feel me? Like, they're not that long, because they're mostly, like, to the point, and I can't just, put fillers in it and drag it out, because that's just how most of these things, that's how they occur. You know what I'm saying? As fast as they happen is as fast as they end it. Like, you understand? But thank you so much for motive. Thank you so much for motivating me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my original story time people and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that made me feel good, to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have people that really fuck with the content that I really started off with. You understand? Like, that shit felt amazing. Thank you, bro. You understand? Like, for putting the spark under my ass. Because, listen, bro been telling me for almost a year now to get my ass up on the story times. And I always be like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then I procrastinate and it don't get done. But, I appreciate you. This is day one. You was here from the beginning. And I salute you. But this is my story time. I love you, Cola Gang. And stay sucker free and all that shit.